I love LA. You guys. Okay, so I got my second order. Well, my first official order from Urban Eden. The other one was just a sampler. Um, so it came today, even though what should I call it? FedEx said it was supposed to be here on Monday, but at least they put it in the mailbox. Unlike DHL, that time that put my freaking iPad on the walkway, and it came like 2 days before they said they were gonna go. So yeah, I'm still beefing with y'all. You guys, I'm using Age Rewind. I really like this one because it just makes my skin, my face pop out. I like it, and I just put that. I don't put foundation or anything else. I've been just putting that because I found one I hadn't even opened yet, a package. And next I gotta work on my eyes and stuff. I haven't been wearing my eyeshadows or anything. And then I have these lines coming in, and a lady on YouTube told me. I asked her what should I use, and I forgot what she said. I'm not like that vain about it though. It's just like what it is. I mean, we all age, but it's stick it out now. That's why I got age rewind because I think that's more for like mature skin. So, but before I go into my review, um, what happened? Um, oh yeah, you guys. Okay, so like I said, I've been going into LA, right? Just not really adventures, but just if I go down there to get something, or there's things down there that when I used to drive, I was just like hit the freeway, hit the freeway, 405, whatever, get there, So it's a little different doing the public transit route because things take a little longer and you have to wait, and sometimes certain areas around when it gets dark, you do gotta be a little careful. But um, anyway, so yesterday on the way, like I missed my stop, so I was on the bus, right, and like this guy, and it is cheaper to take the bus right now, especially down there because it's free, the metro. I don't know what's going on. Why in LA, certain parts of LA, it's free, but over here it's not like Foothill Transit's not free right now. It was, I guess, during the whole main pandemic part. I don't know. Metrolink, I don't know if they ever have been. I don't know. Because I was kind of new to that when I started taking it again. Um, so yeah, you guys. So we're already kind of used to them being short staffed and everything on these transits, right? Because especially like Gold Line, they don't really have nobody on there. Sometimes they would have like the police, but they're only at a certain time in the mornings when they had a lot of more people riding. Um, just because in the mornings that's when all the people are going to work towards LA, so they have people on there checking if you paid and everything. And if there's been the Dodgers, I guess I've been playing a lot, so you'll see a lot of Dodger fans on there. And at the stations, they'll sometimes have people like just to make sure everyone's paying and everything. Um, but so but even if people did have to pay, there would still be some craziness, especially in parts of LA and all that. Well, I was in where's this part? It's I guess it's called South LA. I don't know, Crenshaw or whatever. I'm in LA, right? And this guy gets on he was only on for one stop. He wasn't even on that long, but caused a little ruckus. Okay, so we're on there, right? And he gets on. He wants to get on in the front, but there was a rope. It was roped off in the front because for some reason on that bus, not all of them were roped off, but that one was roped off, and so that the seats weren't taken right near the driver because I guess they more protecting themselves against getting anything on COVID or whatever. But some drivers don't have it like that; they have them open. Well, so this guy gets on right, and he's so she's like, go to the back. You have to get on in the back. He jumps over the thing after he gets on because he said he needs a mask. He gets the mask, and then he just starts. He won't shut up. He's like, he's you making this big deal about me going on in the front, blah blah blah. Who cares? And then so they were arguing. He gets over the next stop, right, and then he starts They started going back and forth, him and the driver. Like he was calling her a bitch, and she called him a fool. Yeah, that's what started. They called each other a fool, and then they were just back and forth, fool. Then he started calling her a bitch. He's like, "You want to lose your job, bitch?" And then then so he gets off finally, and she just but then they're still going back and forth, which I feel like the driver should just let it go. Like, in my opinion, because to me, I've dealt with people that are kind of crazy like that, and like I'm to me, it's like if I think someone's a little off, I'm just gonna kind of like. I mean, sometimes when you ignite that flame, that switch, it's too late. You already kind of ignited it. But I wouldn't have arguing with him because he already looked a little imbalanced. He was like, I mean, he looked normal. He was actually like a real attractive guy. He looked just normal, black guy, whatever. But you don't know what people are kind of have inside. So he, once he started getting that crazy over that, I would just kind of dismiss it as okay, he's a little off because they deal with that all day, those drivers. So, but anyway, the crazy part was, so she's all go go, and then so she had to take her phone to threaten him to call the police because you know how they already have cameras in those buses, and then they already have they have phones for the police and all that. So he finally he says something. I forgot. He started saying something about some gang thing, and then he tried to say something about bullies, and that's when this guy in the back jumped up. He's like, "Don't be throwing bullies into this." And the guy's like, "What? You want some? You want some?" And they were arguing, and then he finally just he's like, "I gotta get out of here. I gotta go." And then the guy wouldn't close the doors, like he was holding the doors open. Finally, he left because I guess he thought she was gonna call the police, and it was just crazy, you guys. And I'm like, "Oh my god!" I'm just like, that that route alone is crazy. If anyone knows, it's the 40. So if you're from down there, you already know. So, anyways, I that was enough of a shock. Everyone knows, and it's crazy because whenever I'm in those kind of environments, I'm the only one reacting really. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Everyone else is just it's just routine. Like the last time when I saw years ago, I saw a high speed chase right on the freeway, and I was literally the only one reacting. Everyone else, it was just business as usual, and I'm like, okay, you can see I don't get out of the suburbs a lot. But anyway, so I thought everything was good. So I get back over to where I needed to go, and then this okay. So we get to towards downtown because we're heading back to Union Station, and this guy, these two guys, I guess, were just randomly on the street, kind of flagging on the driver, saying, to pull over and everything. But he's like, I can't stop here because this is not an official stop. And I already knew, and so they had already put their bikes on, right? So they had to take their bikes off. And they took off this other guy's bike too. And the guy got up and he's like, "What are you doing?" He said, "That's my bike, blah blah." He gets off, and then the driver just takes off to the next stop. And then we were like, "Oh my god!" So someone behind me was like, "Oh, they stole his bike." And then we were all just like, "Oh my god!" And this guy was just and then all of a sudden he starts riding up to the next stop, and we were all just clapping and screaming because I was the one leading the clap. I was like, "Yeah," because I was so happy that he got his bike back because he was an older guy, and he's all, "Yeah, they weren't trying to take it. They were just mad because they were like, if we can't get on, no one can." It's like, oh my god, only in LA, only in crazy downtown LA would that happen. But anyway, you guys, let me get to this reel. I don't want these videos to go on too long because then I feel like. Okay, you guys, so I got my Urban EM. I almost had an accident with this already in the bathroom. I had it up on the whatchamacallit, on the sink, and it fell over. But luckily, I have this still in there, and this is covered in bubble wrap. I heard that usually they have these in plastic bottles, but they've been having them in glass. Maybe a supply issue. So, okay, this first bottle. Now remember how last time I talked about Urban Eden? I didn't like the smell of the turmeric tea tree, but then that actually became my favorite one out of their whole line. Um, and I got the face wash. Wait a minute, this is plastic. Well, that's good they have it secured in there, but I heard that they were having an issue with glass right now. Just only putting 7 glass right now. Yeah, this is plastic. It's just But yeah, I got the small one just to see how it is. This is the 2 ounce. It was like $4. It's the tea tree turmeric. I guess that's one of the real popular washes. I just love the tingle and how it feels after using this. So I decided to get the face wash. It kind of reminds me of Dr. Bonner's peppermint, just how you feel after. Um, and then I got the whole bar of the tea tree turmeric. Let me open this. I still am not too crazy about the scent, but it's not horrible, and the way it makes your skin feel after is like so worth it, and the suit's not gonna last anyway, so it's probably a cleaner or something. Not cleaner, like better than cleaner, but it's just because the tea tree has a really strong scent. And what I do when I get bars like this, like big bars like this, I don't use them all at once because then they'll go quicker. What I do is I cut them up. Like when I get my African soap, I just like cut them in slivers. So I have like I could maybe make depending on how big I cut them. Cause I don't want to make them too thin because then it's like I'll be cutting it every day. So what I'm gonna do is I'll probably just cut it into like 3 or 4 of the 4 pieces, and yeah. So yeah, so each part gets a piece of this, and then I'll just cut it like 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Gotta remember, I'm a big girl, so it's more surface area to cover. I can't cover no slivers. Okay, let me hurry this up. I'm gonna get going in a minute. I still have some of that sample left because I hadn't used it all, but it's almost gone because it was a skinny one anyway. Okay, and the other one I got was this other grapefruit Himalayan salt. I love this one so much. I love how it smells, and I mostly love how these soaps lather. Oh my god, it smells like fresh cut grapefruit. Mmm, this one smells so good. Okay, this how this one looks. Look how thick these bars are. Oh my god. So yeah, you guys, I'm gonna do the same thing with this one. I'm gonna cut it in fours. Oh my god. We'll see. I'll see what happens when I cut it, because I gotta make sure that it's enough, just not to where it wears off really quick. It it fades really quick, but then I'm thinking either 3 big bars, 3 big chunks, or 4 semi like medium sized chunks, just to stretch your money and get the most out of your money for these soaps. You don't have to do that with no Dial or no Irish Spring or no Dove or something like that, because those aren't that expensive. But these kind of a little pricier, so you gotta make them stretch. Just like the ones at Whole Foods, like they have them in the near the in the beauty section, the artisan soaps. So yeah. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna get going. I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.